So that's the news. Anurag, thanks very much for sharing with us the details as we have them. But how far-reaching could the impact of such a scheme be? That's what we're here to discuss with Dr. Sunil Khetarpal. He is the director at the Association of Healthcare Providers of India, AHPI. Dr. Khetarpal, welcome to India tonight here on ET Now. You know, the fulcrum of this scheme, Doctor, is the importance that is associated with the first 60 minutes after a fatal road accident. That golden hour is considered most crucial from a medical standpoint. So do corroborate this for us, the importance of it and how effectively it could save lives, this kind of scheme.
Yes, the first 60 minutes after any traumatic injury, which is the most crucial period, and that determines the patient's outcome, has been termed as the golden hour. And this golden hour is actually golden hour between the life and death. So if you are critically injured, you have less than 60 minutes to survive. But even if you survive, you may not be a normal person for your life. Something else may happen to your body that which may not be, repairable. So the mortality and morbidity can happen. And as far as our country, India, is concerned, we rank first in number of road traffic accidents, and that death among the 199 countries, India ranks number 1 in the world, as far as the road traffic accident is concerned, which is followed by China and then USA. And India contributes to about 11% of world accident death due to the road traffic accident. And the increase, in fact, if you see, was higher than the global average of 8%. So nowadays, the number of vehicles on the roads are increasing day by day. And with the new development and technology, there is a rapid boom in the transportation, which has, also unfortunately led to the increase in the roadside accident. So with the launch of this scheme, it is definitely, cashless scheme, which is definitely going to help the beneficiaries, the victims of the road traffic accidents. And this basically, the background is, the Supreme Court has passed an order in sometime in October 2023, which has directed the insurance company to pay the compensation to the victim's family and not to recover such compensation from the owner's family.
Yes, but the coverage, Doctor, is 1.5 lakh rupees. Now, as far as the scheme is concerned, at least this is what is proposed. Some of these medical treatments in road accident cases can be extreme in nature, and it would involve neurologists, other specialists. How equipped, for one, are our medical facilities, our infrastructure, to help provide specialized help as and when it is required in such extreme circumstances? And how much of this cover that is proposed is going to be sufficient?
See, it depends upon the nature and the severity of the injury. How if you are very critical, you will have to go to a tertiary care treatment where all the facilities, where the multidisciplinary team, they are available, expertise are available, the necessary resources, equipments are available. So in that case, 1.5 lakh may not be sufficient if you are really critical, but definitely it may at least create some some help, financial help to the victim. But if you see the overall nuances of the scheme, I think it is definitely because it is going to be launched pan-India, and I think the government is planning to start the pilot somewhere in Punjab, Chandigarh. So this scheme, in fact, when we run the pilot, we may know what are the problems, what are the deficiencies in the scheme. Maybe the government can review and then, maybe improve upon the financial compensation part, because they have kept it 1.5 lakh and 7 days, whichever is lower. So it depends. And maybe 1.5 lakh may be, not required, because the initial first aid for any treatment which is not very critical, but you met with a roadside accident, you have some a trauma, a fracture, or I can say not very major injury, like not head injury or very critical, then it may, cost you 35,000 for the first aid treatment.
Yes.
So I think most cases, in such cases, definitely this is sufficient amount, I should say.
Right.
But in very severe critical patient, which requires critical care and admission in ICU,
They would require
such cases
tertiary help.
will not, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
Not
One
possible.
takes that point completely. But in terms of importance of such a scheme for the kind of numbers that we have when it comes to road accidents and the fatalities that are reported over there, to be able to tackle that, a golden hour scheme is the need of the hour, like you're pointing out. Of course, it calls for a contribution of 100 crore rupees by insurers. How receptive, how acceptable this is to them remains to be seen as well. And the kind of challenges perhaps in the pilot scheme as it is launched, it will be ironed out by the government. But thanks very much for your inputs, your perspective on the Golden Hour scheme. Thanks very much for joining us on India Tonight, Dr. Khetarpal.
Yes,
Yes,
our I may like to add something.
Certainly.
AHPI was the first body, first association to take initiative in this regarding, creating a central accident fund. We submitted a proposal to the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways way back in 2015,
Yes.
2014-15. But of course, something, it did not, of course, take up.
Sure.
The scheme did not take up.
Yes.
But we
But it's
were so
finally
much
happening.
concerned about this road
That's right.
safety.
And it's
Yeah.
a good thing that it is taking off now. As per our sources, we will keep you and our viewers posted on this. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much.